Well, look what the cat drag did. It's Kevin Resilient ME back in Beam.NG RLS career mode mod. Yeah, it's been a week since I last recorded anything. Since I last was really even awake and coherent at any real level. Medical issues. Channel description and intro video explain that. But yeah, rough week. I think we're making some progress. But I don't know. Did I save here at this house? I don't even remember. Is someone... What is that? What was that honk? It sounded like a goose. They are driving the Brucknell 9. Cool. Where are you gonna go, old car? Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of roads still like that back when that car came out, so I mean, that's perfectly reasonable. Oh, don't you go messing with him. Oh, he's cool. Alright. We're getting our brown box here back to the garage. We're going to resume our quest for comfort. After this week, I need a comfortable car. And I know it doesn't make sense. The one thing you can't emulate with a video game is luxury and comfort, because it's just on a screen. But I don't know. Maybe that's the appeal, is that it's nonsensical abstraction. That's kind of my thing. These guys are... Is it upstaging? Is that the word? Upstaging me on the antique car vibes. At least I'm not likely to be speeding. Because the cops are out aplenty today. Pardon me, why? Get a frame rate monitor up. It was, taking that corner didn't feel that smooth. It was probably reasonable. But yeah, speaking of frame rates, CES has happened this past week that I'm recording. And as bad as I was able to get a few minutes here and there coherent enough to read articles, figure out what all's going on. And I'm pretty confident I'll be upgrading to RX 9070, possibly the XT. But I have a hunch that I won't feel the need to go to the top level card. And the decision may be made for me because I have an ITX case, and yeah, those cards looking beefy. And yeah, nothing's gonna be done to swap the case or make more space in it, so we're gonna deal with that limitation. I'm not even remotely interested in the NVIDIA cards. I mean, sorry, that not. Well, first of all, 12 gigabytes of VRAM at $550. No. AMD had a 16 gig card in 2020. I'm paying that. 16 gig card at $550. That's the full point to make. And I'm not paying $750 for the next model up. Don't need it. Second, Oh, that sucks. Second point is DLSS 4. Yeah, I mean, that's great and all, but I'm not really playing very many games that even have DLSS. Like Baldur's Gate 3, and if I get a graphics card upgrade, it's not gonna be necessary to have any upsampling or upscaling at that point. So, yeah. And the stuff that NVIDIA themselves posted, the image isn't accurate to the source material like it is in previous versions of DLSS. And yeah, we're looking to get off this hill here. Oh, we've done this before. Well, let's hope we've learned to do it better. I don't even remember what video I made a mistake here. So we're going to scout this on foot before we drive forward. Rather than doing the slapstick comedy here. That's too much of a drop for the car. Not going that way. This way is too much of a drop. There is a ramp here. The car is small enough for this to work. I don't think that'll mess us up. Driving on these tracks is suspect. Well, we're gonna try it. It looks safe enough. Yeah, the point with the graphics cards, I don't play the right games to benefit from the NVIDIA features. AMD has fluid motion frames, which is the big thing I'm interested in. It's a frame gen that applies to every game. Yeah, it's going to be lower quality, I know, but I've watched some YouTube videos of Beam.NG here with fluid frames. And oh, it's nice. This game, I mean, I haven't played on a real high-end machine, but this game's always felt a little juddery, stuttery to me. And those videos, I see it in video, like other people's systems, and when they turn the fluid frames on, I don't see the stuttery anymore. We're gonna go this way. So yeah. Everyone's always going on about how AMD has the worst feature set. It's like, not for me. They have the better feature set for me. I mean, if I actually like how the fluid frames looks in person, and I probably will. I don't have the best eyesight in the world, so I'll probably miss whatever imperfections it has. Then I'll be getting frame rates in games probably above, like, let's say the 5080 that that'll put out. With games that I play, which have no FSR, no DLSS, there's nothing built into the game. So the only way you're getting anything is if it can be applied on the driver level. AMD is the only brand that has anything that can be applied on the driver level right now. It's crazy because when I was looking up how to do it with NVIDIA a while ago, I have an NVIDIA card now, a 2080 Super. They used to have some, like when DLSS first came out. It's like there was a driver level. It wasn't called that. I forgot what it was called, but it was using the same technology without any of the training that would come with having it built into the games. And I guess they removed it because people thought it looked bad. I don't know. It's just irritating. I don't really care if the reviewers don't like it. I'd like to try it for myself, please. So, whatever. So NVIDIA is shortchanging on the VRAM, and the new features are completely irrelevant to me. Oh, that's it. It's a short answer, actually. That was not a happy handbrake noise. Huh. So yeah, Intel's not doing anything useful or Interesting. 2 years late to the party still seems to be their MO. So I'll be buying AMD or just sticking with what I already have. My medical issues are so bad I don't get that much time to game and I can't see that well, so I certainly don't need a graphics card upgrade. We'll see. There is merit to upgrading before the depreciation makes what you got useless. The last thing you want to do is upgrade later and pay the same or more. You know? Sometimes even when you don't immediately need an upgrade, it's still the better time to do it. Because if you end up needing it a year down the line, well, is the situation going to have changed in your favor or out of your favor? As far as cost to upgrade is concerned. So, yeah, alright, we're going to be looking for comfy cars. And, you know, last video was trying to retrofit things into comfy cars, and I'd say that didn't really work. So, you see varying troubles. I mean, that inspires a curiosity to figure out what's wrong with it, but not the most appealing thing. These are comfy vehicles, but I'm not sure how inspired I am to grab one of those either. One of my problems with Beam.NG is that I have this like mindset that mods are superior, and then I end up not driving the stock cars, and then they end up coming up in one of my like random car videos or something, and I'm like, oh, what's this? I really like this car. And I'm like, oh, it's one of the stock vehicles I've been overlooking because I've been playing with mods. You really shouldn't. I mean, maybe that's just a me problem, but you shouldn't overlook the stuff that actually comes with the game. Pretty good quality. $2013. Car goes that far back. It's cool. Yeah, why am I? I'm sluggish today. I'm getting back into being able to form coherent thoughts. So, bear with me a bit. And please forgive me if I don't play any AI music in this episode. That's not a promise, by the way. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm impulsive on my best days. That's just who I am. And the brain injuries certainly don't make me more of a planner, I guess is the phrase. I was trying to think of a funnier way to say it, but nothing came up. These cars kind of expensive. Mod Pack got its realistic pricing. But I mean, older vehicles are more boaty and floaty anyway, so when do we need something new to be comfortable? That's not how it works. I mean, even these vans, definitely could do something with those. I forget which ones are mod trims and which ones are stock. I kind of think all the landscaper ones are mod, but I'm not sure. This is a mod van. That might be a mod. That's expensive. It is expensive too, actually. It's a shame, because this is interesting. Well, start with something cheaper. There's so many ways to make money with this RLS mod pack, so no big crisis. That is a ridiculous price. It's not a collector's item. I don't care if you haven't driven it. The Legrand is probably the stock vehicle I end up driving the most, and I'm not really sure why I end up doing that. This is just... Well, I like front-wheel drive cars. That's part of it. And I guess it's an interesting time frame. Just a couple of years before I was born. So that gives it an interest factor that I probably saw some of them on the road. Like, obviously, the real-life equivalents. Back when I was really young. So maybe some old buried memory in there. I'm not even sure why I'm looking at Charrier here. They don't even make comfy vehicles. You know, one of the things I think I got a session in this game. I played it last week or so, but it wasn't recorded or anything. I was just messing around tuning things, and I was reminded of the fact that the most prominent thing to vehicle comfort is the wheelbase. I don't know that there's practically any engineering that can be done to get past just the simple physics of the simple physics of that. Drag racing, I need to look at. Commercial vehicles, not what I want to look at. That's cool and all, but it certainly won't be comfortable. That's interesting. I might have to go test drive that just because I don't know what that is. I mean, it's a retro mod, resto mod, I-series. Yeah. I don't feel like that's going to be comfortable, but it's interesting. Yeah. Would that be affordable? I know there's high fees in this. It's not actually impossible. We could do a trade-in for it. Yeah. I'll consider trading that in. I'm not attached to it. Bigsby Show. I don't know what that is. Zero horsepower? That's kind of suspicious. That's another tuned dealership. Yeah, let's try to find a long wheelbase. Let's actually make use of that realization rather than just blundering around like a moron. Oh, is that so expensive? I would actually consider that one. They've definitely changed the pricing on at least the non-mod vehicles. Actually, and the mod ones. So I don't think those ever got that expensive. Yeah, stuff's pricey. Fortunately for a little van, they didn't change the pricing of the delivery missions. At least not upward. Not a way to make cash. Old Claria would certainly be comfortable. It's got wheelbase for days on that one. It's also expensive. We might just have to like buy a frame of something and just slowly mod it up. Or slowly build it. Although I say that, Hello, hello. What is that vehicle? Type F limo alternative. It looks like, man, that'd be like buying a tuned race car and then restoring it to stock to make it more comfortable. That certainly has my attention, though. It's the best one we've seen so far. VIP tuner cars also. It'll have the right vibe. Yeah, this dealership's got the cool stuff, don't they? Let's see. It's trusted auto sales. Is that like used? Yeah, it's the used. The highly used stuff. I know most of the videos of this mod pack are just gonna be me scrolling through the cars, I bet. They make way too many options. That's cool too. Go work van. Better than my work van and cheaper too. Hopefully I'm at... That's weird. Hopefully I'm at least able to keep things entertaining. Going on about whatever it is I'm going on about. As long as it's not just nothing but medical, I think it's reasonably good content. Man, some of these mod cars I got are cool though. It's like, it's expensive. I don't remember that monster truck being in the game either. Don't remember downloading mods for some of these vehicles or seeing them otherwise. A little bit caught off guard. Wendover Sport 250, that's pretty good. But it's not as cool as that Serenity limo. We're probably gonna have to run over and grab that. Yeah, don't honk at the cops. That's a bad idea. That's how you get whooped. They communicating through their sirens out there. Wendover rolling chassis. That's also tempting. Yeah, that's the issue with this game. There's too much that's tempting. Too many good vehicles. And then there's whatever that is. It is kind of cool, though. Apparently they're cornering the market on lowered wide-body vans. Good for them. Everyone needs a niche. I think we gotta just go look at that JDM car. Oh, come on. Ford isn't that bad. It's a 2015. You're giving it away. Poor Ford. Low fat milk. What? Late lowrider. There's definitely some cool stuff hanging about, but we're just gonna take the taxi to... Oh yeah, right. Well, We'll drive it. Fine. I don't know if we're keeping the van. If I knew we were going to keep the van, I'd just throw that bigger engine in it immediately. My controller turned off. Yeah, I was in that menu too long, wasn't I? Let's see what's this way. Yeah, this is a much better way in and out of the garage. Where this car dealer is, because it's a new one they added. Don't rate my driving, I don't want to know. So in a rush, we don't want that car to despawn. Bold. Yeah, very bold choice of color on that car. I'm not sure I should be going on the highway in this. But we can go 40 kilometers per hour, that's fine. That's what the sign wants us to do, right? Do Europeans get mad if you call it kilometer instead of kilometer? If I was really trying to maximize offending the audience, I think I'd have to be a lot more worldly than I already am. I mean, how are you going to break taboos if you don't even know about them? That's a joke, by the way. Yeah, frame rate's not awe-inspiring, but it's more than what I'm uploading in, so everyone watching going to be having about as smooth as an experience as you're going to get out of YouTube. As you're going to get out of a YouTube channel that doesn't upload at 60 FPS. I mean, so, yeah. But yeah, I can use a graphics card upgrade. Like I said before, I'm going to target double in the performance of a 2080 Super. Yeah, I'll settle for 80% uplift. It's more of a plan than I usually go at things with. Oh, stop being indecisive, AI. I'm gonna wreck 2 classics, 1 bad decision. I don't even know if I'm speeding. I guess I'd be in trouble if I were. It's not tailgate. No tailgate with the police. Okay, I do appreciate I mean, it's not a gauge cluster, but I appreciate the gauge blob in this car. It's got everything you need, right? Well, other than the tachometer. But it's got 3 important things you need right front and center. And it's really hard to block it with the steering wheel, no matter where your seating position would be. So, I mean, good design there. Oh, this frame rate's terrible. Why did I have to say that you were going to get a good experience out of this video? Now it's going to be a bit iffier. Hey, I was promised a white car. I mean, that's it right there with the smoke coming out, right? That's not inspiring much confidence. Park over here. That neutral is. Who turned on the lights? This walking camera really needs a flashlight. Doubt it'd even be that hard to implement. Why is the car smoking? Should I be more or less concerned that it's probably not even turned on and it's smoking? It's also squealing? I think that's the car. Be ashamed to rip the mods out of this thing. Why'd you have to make it a race car limo? I just wanted the normal limo. It's got fancy transmission and everything in here. How comfy is it even gonna be? That noise is coming from the car too. What the hell? I certainly wouldn't test drive it in real life. The smoke's not even coming out of the engine. Like, what? I thought it was like coming out of the side of the hood when it's coming from the tires. The noise is coming from the tires too. Huh. How much horsepower you got? Brake fade. Curious. And the door and rears are damaged. This is the weirdest thing. We're gonna try test driving it. Very suspicious. Now you can't turn on headlights in a test drive. You have to probably rebind the button or something. Let's not get fined. If we can help it. It's such a weird car. I mean, I wonder if I could chop shop it if it doesn't work out. Oh, we fixed the brake fade by driving? I don't get it. I'm gonna just say it's bugged. I can't see where I'm going. This also isn't a very inspiring area to take a test drive. I want to try some cornering stuff. Yeah, it's got a sporty suspension. That's unfortunate. Not comfortable. But it could be. This thing could be made to be comfortable again. Brakes grip quite well. Demodifying this thing would make some people mad for sure. Weird though. That noise is very much putting me off the car though. I'm gonna be like, don't worry, there's no AI music in this episode, and then you just have that high-pitched squeal for half of the episode. Like, yeah, I'm sure that's an improvement. There it is smoking again. Brakes that don't like being parked. Alright, let's get rid of that noise and check out some of these other vehicles. Maybe this one will be just as cool. Just as cool. I mean, the brakes will actually be cooled. It's got it Automatic. Best comfort feature man has ever invented. Automatic transmission. Can't center the camera in test drives either, huh? That's a weird bug that certain controls are disabled during test drives. At least we got the shifter working again. That's the important one. I think I'm more inclined to take this car, honestly. It's not executive, or... No, this is an executive class. It's not CEO class like that other. That's probably the way to phrase it. Every time I see a police car, my brain goes, Peach Cobbler. And I can't get that thought not to like pop up. It's getting real ridiculous. Is this car front wheel drive? I think so. Let's find out. Yes, it is. Yeah. I mean, that's my preference. Yeah. Rear wheel drive is not comfortable. Nah, I'm kidding. It's not uncomfortable, but front wheel drive definitely is better when you're driving stupidly and you can't handle the car. So it's more forgiving. That's how you say it. This is a VIP tuner, but it could be a VIP untuned trim. Oh, you got the Euro imports here too. Good. That means I could look at the whatever it was, the Keter Bomb weird I-Series thing. Also, some of these are going to be comfy just because they're on the off-road suspension and tires. That's a wagon. Do wagons get comfort points? I don't know. That one, ew. That's a weird time to have a hiccup. I don't know what's with wide bodies today. Let's see how the wheelbase compares on that. Now, that's a bit more weird looking than I was expecting. Yeah, this isn't very comfortable. But I mean, it'd be a great race car. Hey, wasn't that a wagon? Supposed to be a wagon. Did I click on the right car? It's cool. I'm not gonna bother to test drive. Okay. We're gonna hop in and hop out because I can't get rid of it otherwise. Hop in, hop out. Yeah, it's supposed to be a wagon. And it wasn't supposed to have that trim on it. That's a bit glitched, I guess. Let's check out. There's 4 dealerships here. The number goes up every time, doesn't it? Checking this thing out. I-Series is definitely one of the more compact vehicles. Luxury, but not necessarily comfort. Check this out, though. That's a lot of horsepower. It's got the sounds to match. This is rear-wheel drive. And there is a speed camera here. So let's try not to have a series of very expensive test drives. Should be nice to be able to see my tachometer. That's okay. Oh, these brakes kind of suck. Oh no. The lag got me. I wasn't planning on buying this one, but oh, let's not crash it again. I'm scared how much the repair cost is going to be because RLS changes that. Yeah, I know why people like rear-wheel drive cars because of turns like that when we get into this lot. Doing tricks like that. That's what people like. And that. We didn't actually hit that. Alright, it's only 500. It's not that bad. Yeah, I mean, I like the car. It's just not what we're looking for today. Stupid, broken fine system. I access the other dealerships. Yeah, they don't have anything else I want in this one. You got EDM, JDM, MISC, and other are all here. Do I want to look at one of these? What's the cost? $30,000 in dealership fees, excuse me. I mean, certainly that's not how it's supposed to be, right? Yeah, I mean, I'll look at that just for comedy's sake. I mean, it is floaty and bouncy, so maybe this is the comfort car we've been looking for this whole time. I'm surprised there's actually an engine in there. A V8. No, it's a four-cylinder. I'm dumb. That's okay. Our ship's just a little too close to the car. It's a mod thing. I don't remember if I looked at MISC or other. Let's hope we got it right. Alright, cool. The pickle. Why do they call you the pickle? Do not answer that in the comments. You are not the pickle. Get out of here. I mean, are those comfortable suspensions if you were driving on the road with it like a stooge? I don't know. I feel like we didn't get what we came here for. I can't even afford the tuner car unless I trade in my van. Yeah, might as well spawn that and take a peek. Not really what we're looking for. There's nothing comfortable about stickers or fabric seats, as nostalgic as they may make you. This is not a comfortable car. What it is a Vermont car. And I mean, Vermont, it probably has comfiness, but not comfort. I don't know. I want to see if I can break that window running into it? The answer seems to be no. Fine, you're well built. Break a mirror. No. Yeah, it's durable enough to be a certified off-road, whatever you want to say about it. Oh well, I wanted to break it and not buy it. Haha, very funny. Hey, we can go here for free. Oh. We're learning. This is very much turning into a non-eventful episode. The lack of content is overwhelming. Whatever. You don't come here for content. You come here for AI. Oh, wait a minute. You don't got that either. Is there such thing as a comfortable bar stow? I mean, it's body on frame. Did that give you some points? Don't actually know the answer to that one. I'm not curious enough to find out right now. I mean, this van would be comfortable. Those vans would be comfortable. These van sneakers are comfortable. Nah, I don't have any sneakers on. Dramatic time shift. I mean, this says it's a Lux wagon, and you can trust them. I don't know. Maybe I should check that out. Beep. Might have to go get that wagon. Gotta trade in the van, though. I'm acting like that's a big loss. It's not. I was talking up the cars that came with the game. So I'm sure I could do something cool with these vans. That's the only other thing. I wish I had like a wheelbase comparison. Fortunately, I do not. And even the actual Lansdale vans. Where is this dealership? 2.5 miles. Yeah. Well, they got one of them too. How does that Moonhawk compare to the other Moonhawk? This one looks very base model. Oh, and they got a sedan. I'm not convinced on the wagon. I'd be open to a sedan. Can't afford it, and it's the same trim. Trusted Auto had... Where's the... I know it was here. right? 20,000 V8 lux. That's much better. Of course, the mileage, but nothing you can do about mileage. It doesn't matter in Beam.NG anyway. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, we can't afford the Grand Marshals. So grabbing the older vehicles probably the call. I think we've looked through everything enough times here. We're gonna go over there basically committed to buying it. Or this Japanese police car. That's kind of cool too. Either way, we're committed to going to this dealership. Come on, brown box van. It won't be doing delivery missions because they don't pay enough. The brown ain't earning us the green. That's what I'm saying. Is that my $250 taxi right there? I'm not paying for that. Unless I'm rolling in it. That was a bad downshift. Let's not have the engine for driving in this city. It's fun. But how much do we put into this thing? I'm gonna run this red light and you're not gonna do anything about it. The red lights fear me. So does the synchronizer. I don't even know what a synchronizer is, so it's pretty fitting that I'm damaging it. Hey, I was gonna run that red light and it went and turned green. Not fair. But yeah, graphics card upgrade. If I can go from 30 FPS to 60 FPS, and it'll probably be a little better than that. I think this game will scale well with having more video RAM. And let's say we get 65 FPS, and then fluid frames will bring that up to, I don't know, 90 to 100. Let's say that. I'll be golden. This might actually be the most demanding game that I got, so let's make sure this is in the lot so I can use it for a trade-in, because I don't know what the rules are. Say goodbye, van. Any reason not to buy this? Other than the sedan is a little cooler. Well, I say that, but the sedan don't got this little window. It's the classy window. There's a lot of... What do you call this space here? I don't know if you can see the cursor, but off to the side of the seats, like, you know, boat size, full size cars have like that space between the door and the seat. That's how you know it's class. You're just gonna go ahead and buy this. What do you mean I don't own any vehicles? But it's right there. Oh. Game be glitching on me. Do I happen to have $5,000 in milestones? It's 200, 400, 600, 2,400. Yeah, I mean, we had a lot more than expected. Don't. Look how cheap that Lancer is compared to the van. I bet people yelling at me like, buy the Lancer. But I don't wanna. Yeah, the two options are find something more affordable and teleport the van back, sell it, and pay for the stupid overpriced taxi back over here. Stupid overpriced taxi. I mean, it's gonna have the space next to the seat, right? It does have that. But don't have wood trim and it's a police car. You know, it's very considerate that the police get full-size vehicles. You can feel comfortable while you're being arrested. Very inconsiderate, actually. I mean, do I turn into a comfortable ex-police car? It's kind of in the same spirit as the Grand Marshal. Why wasn't that, why is there no latch for that? How strange. I want the Moonhawk. Fine. Hopefully we can actually sell this here. Yeah, it recognizes we own it here. Stupid glitchy game. That actually give me the cash or that bug out? Okay. It's fine. We're an hour in. We're going to have a new vehicle. And I don't know what we're going to do with it. Drive around the town like a grandpa. How about that? Look, negative dealership fees. Excellent. I'll take that. And I guess we're walking around for a minute. We're jumping on the dumpster. Yeah. Jumping on the dumpster. Do, 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 do. Jumping on the dumpster. Do, 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 do. What am I doing with my life? I don't know. I don't even have a life till I get my health in order. It's being worked on. I spent the various, what would you say, chunks of time I was awake. I spent on writing advocacy letters. Yeah. We got a new car. What kind of mods can I put on this? That was the wrong button. Alright. Not gonna bother with cargo. Oh, we got an extended frame. Excellent. Comfiest vehicle in the world. Can I not get stuck on this bollard here? Thanks. Power glow. I'm sure this is decidedly uncomfortable. And clearly not sized for the wagon. Look how uneven that is. That's funny. Really actually kind of tempting to do that just because it's funny. And that's the biggest waste of money. That's not comfy at all. I don't think we mess around with any of that. Yeah, it does get a slightly longer wheelbase, so. Well, the sedan could have had that. It's fine. That looks cool. Don't really have a reason to change that. Huh. Don't particularly have a reason to change that either. What's going on with my voice? Weird. I'm talking more normal is what it was. Less of whatever this gravelly thing I do on these videos is. Cool dented hood. I'm not saying that out loud. You're welcome to. It's not particularly luxurious. Good old flat hood is what I'm talking about. Oh, I can change the interior color? Does that mean this doesn't scream luxury? Not like I'm sure this pink one does. It doesn't. Red is luxurious. The red and blue combo is atrocious. Red and green's a vibe, the wrong vibe is how I would phrase that. Red isn't really comfort color. I mean, this is a dark enough red, maybe it is, but yeah, it's ox blood. It's not racing red. You gotta know how to sell things to yourself. What does a rear filler panel do? I don't know. I thought that was gonna make a divider for the back there. Fender flares. It doesn't make it less luxurious. How come I can't dent the rear right door? Only the left door? I can't even really see the dent, just the change in the shadows. Roof bars or whatever, I don't really care. Not putting a box on this. A couch, though. No, I'm kidding. A broken Christmas tree and a functional Christmas tree. Well, maybe if I had recorded this episode a couple weeks ago, we could have done that. Fortunately, it is very much out of season now. Surfboard. don't know. Do we want something on the roof? And does this count as wood trim? Because then it'd be pretty luxurious if it was. It's probably the only thing that's not gonna look really ugly up there. There, wood trim. Lucky us. Not putting that on there. No shift light. Is a column shifter more luxurious or a floor shifter? That looks terrible, even if it comes with cup holders. That looks terrible too. Keep the steering wheel as is. I don't think there's going to be really much to change in here, to be honest. I guess we can put those boxes in there. Wood panels. Ooh. Now that's a wood trim. Do we want that? I mean, I wouldn't really consider it particularly luxurious in this day and age. It's the interior wood trim, really. It's cool. You can put that on later, but I'm not feeling it. It's got a luxury branded engine. I do approve. I do approve. No rev limiter by stock is a little scary, but it's an automatic anyway. Why would we want that? That's the exhaust we get. Definitely could upgrade the carburetor, but I don't know that we particularly care. Automatic 4-speed drag transmission is interesting. Someone's gonna have to educate me on drag racing one of these days. If you have just an automatic transmission in a drag car, what is like the point of the sport? Like, I know building the car is huge and so on, but the actual driving, like, what are you doing at that point? Just floor it, keep it straight? Like, I'm sure I'm missing something. That's why I'm bringing it up. Yeah, the suspension's the only thing here, really, that we would be messing with. I think we need to try the car before we destroy the car doing dumb stuff. What kind of tires we got? Oh, it's a luxury trim, and all you get is wheels with hubcaps, with bias ply tires. I mean, at least they got the right sidewall to call it comfortable. Little bit worried that I don't really know how bias ply handles versus standard tires. Oh, that is weird. That is such a contrast. That's really unappealing. It might just be that I didn't like the those hubcaps anyway. We're gonna have to put real rims on this at some point, but we'll probably leave this alone for now. I don't think these other ones are gonna look good at all. Grand Lux, though. What does the Grand Lux look like? Yeah, I could see that. That's kind of Grand Luxy. Yeah, we could put that on there. There's no rear sway bar. Cool. I didn't want a rear sway bar anyway. Also, the red kind of doesn't work with those hubcaps. That does, but that's just because it's a sporty look. Not feeling like I love the color of the car. There's a Car Plus hubcap. Yeah, looks pretty good. Not offensive. Not being offensive was all I was looking for. We'll just throw those on. We're not putting much cash in this thing. I'll leave the color alone for now and actually get some driving in this episode. Something other than the pigeon. It's got that cool shaky thing it does when you hit the accelerator. Call that a luxury feature necessarily, but frame rate, don't fail me now. We don't need to damage the nice new car. It's a classic. How much horsepower we got in here? But classic 200. That's actually not bad. Anything that's not a... Well, I mean, it's heavy. So, I mean, it's not good. It's an old car, and it's probably got similar performance to weight as that Ford in front of us. Maybe. That has a red accented S on it, so that might be a sporty trim. Most likely that's just bigger rims or something, though. Not a bigger engine. Oh, that's the light with the traffic camera. Gotta be mindful of that. How much does this big old boat weigh? I think 4,500. Yeah, it's got a good luxury suspension. Look at it. Look at it go. I don't even know what we bought this for. Virtual comfort. That's it. Living vicarious through the driver in the game that doesn't give you an actual driver to look at. That's cool. Living vicariously through the digital ghosts. Oh, I didn't like me doing that. Oh well. Hey, why is there a clutch in this thing? That's weird. It's definitely an auto. Huh. I have no clue why I'm looking at doing food orders and such, but I think it gives us somewhere to drive. That's why we're doing it. I'm gonna turn here. I lied. Being a contrarian with a GPS is certainly a vibe. There's an idea for a YouTube video for someone with the mobility to do it. Set like GPS coordinates to, like, I don't know, Taco Bell, sure. And be a contrarian, so always do the exact opposite of what the GPS tells you to do. And record how long it takes you to end up at some other Taco Bell. Because, I mean, it'll happen eventually. There's enough of them. Easy mode would be like a CVS or something. Weird. These are the kind of time-wasting things people do if they got, you know, enough money that they spend in their time working. I don't know. Say I don't know because I can't actually picture just not wanting to do work of some type. That's because I haven't had the privilege of ever working other than trying to start a business. So, I mean, I worked on that. It just didn't feel like work, and it wasn't successful, so who knows what you should really call it. Working on a business was mostly just a whole bunch of meetings with people I like talking to, so questionable whether that should be considered work. I mean, it almost had a little bit of success. How did I stall an automatic? Weird car. Very weird car. Yeah, there's no seatbelts back there. Or up here. Surely those were required by this point in time. I'm assuming this car just doesn't have that level of detail. We're gonna go drive around the track or something. That's what I think we should be doing. Give us some cash. Oh, these lights are terrible. I can't even see the ground. Really weird experience driving like that. We stalled it again. I'm not feeling so good about buying the 300-something thousand mile car anymore. I'm concerned the RLS mod might actually implemented some consequences. Beam doesn't have them by default. Is that actually the number on the well, it'll come to me. It's not a tachometer. I don't know what the mileage gauge is called. I forgot. Also, if I'm dropping down to 24 FPS and I get a graphics card that doubles performance, 50 FPS still isn't all that good. So we're gonna be hoping Beam scales real good. Scales to upgrades. That's what I mean. Well. At least the car's comfortable. And it does handle well at the legal speeds, which means it's not floaty enough. You ever feel like you're succeeding in the things you set out to do, only to realize you don't really know why you set out to do them in the first place? Maybe it wasn't actually what you wanted. Where is this on the map? Because I've been wondering for a while where that comes out. So this tunnel just comes out up here. I don't know why I was expecting something different, like for it to loop all the way over there. And again, where does that one go then? I'm pretty sure I've come out that one often enough. Oh, it's just here. Is there another tunnel here then? Huh. I don't know. Let's go check out these gravel tracks. I haven't done that before. I want to come in over that way. Yeah, we'll go in there or something. That's not the best way to do that. Alright, fine. We'll set the marker here then. Is that a 2118 FPS? Come on, man. Getting a graphics card that's 3 times the performance of this one would be like the 5080, 5090. I'm not paying for that. I don't even think it would do it then, because it would be a CPU bottleneck. Hey, I might have the health to swap a graphics card on a good day, but I do not have the capability of building a new computer, or even routing new power cables. Moving the radiator so a bigger card would fit in my case. Extremely limited physical capability. Yeah. Let's see if we can find that track without using a map. It shouldn't be that hard. Soft suspension. Okay, I'm lost. Let's try to the left. Is that a road? Is that a road? No. It's just a sandy spot that nothing grew on. Yeah. Somehow I've missed the gravel track. Let's just look at the map. I guess it's separate enough. Nothing actually directly connects to it. Fair enough. Wait, what? It does directly connect to it. Well, let's go be proven wrong. Hey, if I can manage it, oh no. Damn it. No, that's not reverse. Where'd my reverse go? Oh. Oh, come on. That wasn't my fault that time. Get off me. I'm not gonna go into the side of him now. At least the car didn't get damaged. I don't know what I was talking about. I think I'll record some Disco Elysium after this. If I'm still up for gaming. Are those flags the markers for something? I'm gonna go check that. Because I'm trying to do some loops around here and earn some cash. And I just lost some cash. Oh, there wasn't even any flags here. It's just gates. Well, it's dark out here. What do you want me to say? This car needs some LED headlights. Oh, they're gonna be cars on the track. That's not good. Not need hazards. It's actually a pretty cool track too. It's bumpy. I don't know how much that'll come through in the video, but well, that certainly will come through in the video. But it's not like well maintained. I don't know what you'd call it. It's not smooth, so you're not just gonna drive on it with a full-on road car and expect excellent performance. You need a suspension that keeps the tires in contact with the ground. I don't know how to tune for that, other than soft. Are there any missions or anything using this track? Honestly, as far as like driving sports goes, I think gravel's my thing. It's road-like, but you get to slide around a bit. Uh-oh. It's fine. It didn't destroy the car. I'm not seeing any RLS things built into this track. I don't know that we can just do laps on this and earn cash. Doesn't look like it. How well does this off-road if we don't... We've stalled again. I was gonna say if we don't floor it. Iffy. Very iffy. Any RLS things I can do with the drag strip here? I don't entirely know how much the mod makes it obvious when you can work with something or not. Oh, there's actually a pop-up here at the drag strip. What's this? Which one of these is for the noobs? I mean, I don't know anything about anything, so you get owned for what I said about drag racing earlier. Remember, reaction time on the lights, that's a thing, very much. I can't tell what I'm up against, but it's got a body kit that intimidates me. This first stage. Okay. Yeah, just drive as fast as you can in a straight line. Realistic behavior, it's an auto, I don't care. Turn the car on, please. Is there a line? Here it is. Where are these lights at? Did it stall? Oh, come on. That's bad. Come on. Really? Forward march. Here. 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 How about here? Oh. There. That's not a fairly matched car. Dope. I thought the game might have some opponent matching place. I don't know what any of that means, other than I made it to 60 and he made it to 100. I know what that means. 14 degrees. Wait, winner? Moi? That's not right. I didn't win. He's got a track car. I definitely didn't win, that's for sure. This does actually seem to do something if you just come up at it. Oh, stop stalling. What do you mean maybe today you actually finish the race? Excuse me. That's not the problem I'm having. $600 for that. I'll take it. Let's do an actual lap around the track, maybe. Where are you supposed to turn around here? Hello? Why does this even go on this far? I mean, how quick do some of these cars end up going? I'm hoping the sun will come back up. I actually would like to turn the day-night cycle off. It doesn't seem to be an option. So I think I have to actually go all the way back to the starting line. Unless, no, that looked like a usable line. Oh, old cars this bad about going from reverse to drive and so on. It is offensive. Really? This doesn't work? That's a shame. This thing hates shifting into gear. Let's see what we could be doing That's added by RLS, obviously. Beginner series. Do tell. Off-road series. Alright, so in order to get any of that dirt track stuff, we actually have to do some of these other missions. Let's try the covet race with this car, maybe. The IROCs are beyond us. Guarantee that. Go home is... That's beyond this car. It's not set up for drifting. I mean, that pays well enough. Where's that located? Yeah, instead of the covet race, maybe do that one. And we stalled. Really? Why does this thing love to stall so much? I don't think the mod touched the drivetrain at all. Well, I guess that luxury engine, maybe it did. I'm worried this thing is just like damaged from age. So the frame rate is definitely falling apart during the nighttime segment. So yeah, I wish we could turn off the day-night cycle. Graphics card can't handle this. Which means I'm gonna drive like piss. I should make a graphics card upgrading song. I don't know, maybe I should. Maybe we'll make something for the race, just because it wouldn't be one of my episodes without just that little bit of cringe on top. And yeah, sometimes we put a lot of cringe on top too. Overindulge in it. That's okay. Sometimes you just gotta have a boring episode, like a filler episode. That's what this is today. Bad frame rate and nothing really happened episode. What was it, 14 FPS? Ugh. Oh, I slowed down and everything. Come on, man. Round it up. It wasn't even speeding. Everyone goes 40 and a 35. Ugh. Yeah, it was like, how many excuses could you say at the same time? I'm just going for a record there. Seriously, man. Someone should make a t-shirt. Too slow at the drag strip, too fast on the main strip. I think they ticketed me just because I'm driving a red car. Bunch of colorists, a lot of them. Caught them red-handed in their red discrimination. I'm not driving your Covet. I'm driving my 41 FPS Boonhawk that it just stalled again. As you do. We're not gonna make a graphics card upgrade song. We're gonna make the stalling song. And I'll give everyone the luxury of watching me create the cringe. Yeah. Right. Stalling song about a wagon and yacht. I'm being very generous with how luxurious it is. I should have, how embarrassing. Sandy ox. What the hell is that word? Sandy yachts. Sandwax. It's not even a real word. Why was that in my autocorrect? Oh, land sailing, also known as sand yachting, or land yachting, or dirt boarding. Who knew? You can't stall that. It's wind powered. Cool, the AI is going to be confused. That's always good fun. And wagon sand yachts stalling. Put nonsense in, maybe you'll actually get real sense out. Because when you put real sense in, you get nonsense out. Yeah, that's bland. Didn't offer me a free burger. I don't like those lyrics. I might need to stylize this a little bit to get something I find interesting. Alright, not even gonna read it. We're taking the wee woo one. Oh. You know, I wouldn't mind something with a bit of synthesizer in it. Little slap house. Alright, deep dubstep. But it needs to have analog synthesizers. Be done on vacuum tube electronics. It might understand this. It tends to, I think, when I taught to do vacuum tube stuff. And then we are also going to specify that we want 1970s synth. 1970s dubstep. I don't care if it's not real. That's for the AI to figure out. Not my problem. And yeah, we got a bunch of weird stuff that ended up just being garbage music. Just messing with the parents and friends with this stuff. Alright. We're off to the races now.
I know you think that it's going right, 'cause the wind's in your sails. But those rollerblade wheels are looking pretty flammable to me. You need to add on your first aid kit. Cold wind blowing in from the north again. You must have been tailwinds dragging with the radio blasting. So lowering the mass, looks like you're hauling ass. Getting all lathered and sun-dried and bothered. sand jack stalling, a gentle tailwind telling you it'll all be okay. It's the new America way. All those questions you're asking, we all know it's all just a long late night car crash with the radio blasting the radio. You just add to your desert tally, 'cause your courthouse in the valley with the wagon sand yacht stalling and the radio saying we. Well, time's flown till it's frozen, and tonight's the night we'd get this right. More lightning than we'd ever thought. Looks like you're first in the exit row. Well, those northern lights thrashed and wallowed till they drowned in the shallows. Left us beach in the shallows and left us grounded and hollowed. Till that night when our right wing man we knew was at it again. We said to him, radio, and he said yes. I said radio and he said I am. I said, is it better out there? He said, better than where? I said, better out there. He said, better getting better, 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 better. He said, well, God only knows. I know you think that it's going right, 'cause the wind's in your sails, but those rollerblade wheels are looking pretty flammable to me. You need to add on your first aid kit. Cold wind blowing from the north again. You must have been tailwinds dragging with the radio blasting. So lower in the mast, looks like you're hauling ass. Getting all lathered and sun-dried and bothered 'cause your wagon isn't steering right. Just add it to your desert tally, 'cause your quartos in the valley with your wagon sand yacht stalling. A gentle tailwind telling you it'll all be okay. It's the new America way. All those questions you're asking, we all know it's all just a long late night car crash with the radio blasting the radio. You just add to your desert tally, 'cause your quartos in the valley with the wagon sand yacht stalling and the radio saying well, time's flown till it's frozen, and tonight's the night we get this right. More lightning than we'd ever thought. Looks like you're first in the exit row. Well, those northern lights flashed and wallowed till they drowned in the shallows. Left us beached in the shallows and left us ground and hollowed. Till that night when our right wing man we knew was at it again. We said to him, radio, and he said yes. I said radio and he said I am. I said, is it better out there? He said, better than where? I said, better out there. until it's frozen.
And it's some serious adjustment going from an automatic Colossus down to a manual tin can. The Moonhawk carries its momentum more in a gravity sense, where the second it goes sideways, it really just tries to pull itself to a stop. This carries its momentum by just continuing, because it has less momentum and less weight. Yeah, I was gonna say with the Moonhawk, it's like a old-fashioned stability control, just that the thing just bleeds speed so rapidly when you're even remotely sideways. Why is that corner difficult for me? I don't think this is even remotely a sporty tuning of the Covet. I think it's just standard Covet. It is funny though, this is clearly the faster vehicle in every respect, despite the fact it probably has less than half the horsepower. If it's a standard Covet, it's what, like 75 to 80? Not beefy. The manual is a lot of where the performance is coming from. The Moonhawk shifts terribly. And it's a 3-speed, so it doesn't help. Let's see. That's got to be quick enough to get 2 stars. Tenth of a second off. Man, you can get even quicker than that. Like 5 seconds quicker is possible. I mean, I know I'm not a great driver, but damn. One more go. I think I drove better with the music on. Maybe that's part of it too. Perfect to get these shifts perfect, to get the corners perfect. You gotta get everything perfect you want to be. That wasn't perfect. Maybe less sliding in the corners would be helpful. Precision in the braking. Less tire squealing probably means higher performance. Yeah, that was well-timed squeal. Less squealing means more if the acceleration is actually happening. So, gotta take this corner wide. Probably bleed speed bouncing up on that curb. See, that's one thing I'm bad corner and a squeal factor, but yeah, if I know I'm immediately going to be shifting back down within a second, should I be shifting up just to get like that last split second of like acceleration before the braking zone? That feels like the wrong way to handle it, saying it out loud. But also, if you just hold the gear and bleed speed, that was a bad corner. That's not good either. That was significantly worse. Maybe my squeal factor is wrong. I don't know. Once more. It's like a strategy game. One more round, one more turn. Did I just start in second gear? I'm gonna throw away that stupidly. there's that shift factor. Maybe I turned too sharp. Maybe that's a lot of the issues. It still does the squeal. And the game said to be gentler on the controls as its hint, right? I don't know if that was a good corner or a bad corner, because I carried more speed through it, but it felt slower. Maybe I shouldn't be going to the wide part of the road there if I don't need to, because then that's just making the track longer in all respects. There's ways to drive this better, obviously. When I'm 10 seconds away from a score we know is possible, then yeah, there's ways to drive it better. I'm using the provided car, so we actually have, well, not have, our excuse has been taken away. It just brought the car. That's what I'm saying. That felt bad. Yeah. Well, I'd say we learned I'm not a race driver, but we already knew that. Thank you for it actually being daytime now. Should we drive this thing with a little bit of frames, maybe? No, I don't think so. I actually do start getting queasy playing this game at like under 30, under 40 FPS. It's really annoying. It's not even just that I don't drive well. Why is it getting dark again already? What? Yeah, the queasy factor sucks. That's why I need those fluid frames. Oh, don't lag now. That's bad time for a lag. I had to bail out of that. Maybe that thing I was talking about, the built-in traction control of the car bleeding speed when it's sideways. Maybe a lot of that's the tires, the ply bias or whatever the hell it was. Maybe the standard tire technology doesn't do that. Yeah, we're gonna try to lose the cops in this. I don't even know where I'm going. But that'll be our grand finale. Uh-oh. Did I just pop out the same spot I went in? Stupid tunnel. Yeah, it's probably the difference in the tire technology. Because I know the sidewall firmness is like the thing that differentiates the old tire tech and the new tire tech. They'll never expect me returning to the scene of the crime. No one ever does that. Oh no, they were waiting. Haha, you crashed the other guy. Man, they driving so slowly. They're making me feel like a getaway driver in this thing. It's just kind of embarrassing. I don't actually know how you lose the cops in Beam either. I don't know if they're line of sight or that they always know where you are. I don't know how this game works. But they probably won't expect this, so we'll see if they're psychic or not. And if I can get away with not going head on into a Brucknell 9. Ooh, $1,800. That pays better than going on the track. Imagine if the police in real life were like that. Like, we tried to catch him for like 3 minutes. Good enough. Job attempted. Let's get back to our garage. Wherever it is. And then we'll cut the feed. Can I sell this video for $1,800? That'd be cool. Hey, if there's any people with more money than sense in the comments and you want to have your own NFT, yeah, we'll call it an NFT. You can have full rights to this video. For $1,500, I'll delete it off my channel without transferring you the rights. For $1,800, I don't know, I'll send it to you or something. And then delete it. And it'll be all yours. I don't know what you would do with it, but it's on you. Oh no, it's this corner. Don't stall when I put you in reverse, you silly car. Had to say it. You know what? I'll just park you here. I don't care. I turned it off that time. This feels really sketchy, but I had to do it. Oh, that is super sketchy. But it stops me from damaging the roof. Like a dangerous game, because if I end up landing on the windshield or something. We cut. Yeah, let's redeem this nonsense first. The end of the episode nearly how much money we had before, and we have a more expensive car. Actually making progress. Oh look, the AI again. No. Goodbye, good riddance. Episode over. I clicked the wrong button. It's been that long since I've used OBS. 1 week. I'm clicking the wrong button. Alright, good riddance, goodbye, all that. For real this time.